Hello and welcome to round 6 of LRC's The League. It is the season finale here at Monza, where both the driver and team championships will be decided. We have a 30-lap feature race upcoming, but first we've got to set the grid with a 15-minute qualifying session. It's followed by a 5. My name is Tosi and I'm joined in the commentary booth by Ads. How you doing, Ads?
I'm good, thanks. Great to be here. Very excited to see how this evening pans out.
Yeah, it's awesome. We got a whole production running here. We've also got Wonka running behind the scenes. Things behind the scenes complete with a live standings table to help us out. And speaking of which, the points could not be closer coming into this round, with the Drivers' Championship tied at the top, 107 points. I mean, we've come up with a tiebreaker table to make sense of it, because it's just been tied throughout the whole, I mean, all of it, between D-Jams and Alan, of course.
Yeah, I'm both starting this race on exactly the same amount of points, so everything to play for the Drivers' Championship.
Yeah, and the team standings are also only 10 points apart from the two teams, Team Empowered Motorsport and Bahamut Racing. And Silva's also in there with third place in the drivers' standings. He's been, I mean, he's been doing amazing last couple of races. He's the only driver with both a feature and sprint race win, I believe.
Wow, and of course not technically out of contention for the championship itself. If results were to go in his favour, so it's that open still. There's still a few drivers in contention to win the whole championship overall, and depending on points, the constructors championship could be up out of three teams maybe.
Yeah, so it's certainly, we're certainly looking at between two, but mathematically it's still possible for the third. The first two would have to have quite a horrible time for it to work out, but hey, it's possible.
It is. Well, you never know what's going to happen. Final day of the season, final race of the season. Looking forward to some exciting racing.
Yeah. Let's take a look at the cars on track. Firstly, the Bahamut Lamborghinis. Much like Empowered Motorsports did last round, Team Bahamut is celebrating their Italian manufacturer's home race on the calendar, so they've got the black base color coat of paint on there with the gold trim, big Italian flag on the roof, the Italian Grand Prix on the banner there on the windshield, and also on the back you can see just there, "Bring it home," it says.
Yep.
They're really hoping for a great team result here, and got Azazel currently in second place, only 600ths behind Silva, who's put in an early 156. Been a whole bunch of 156s around. Let's see how many drivers can get the time in where it matters here in these 15 minutes. So Azazel, got Alan, of course, and the Bahamut team racing Lamborghinis, and also Dinosaur, of course, the league organizer, doing a great job
Yeah,
behind
absolutely.
the scenes as well, organizing all this and getting everything figured out, all the logistics. So Empowered Motorsport, D-Jams, of course, being second place technically in the driver standings due to tiebreakers all the way down to, I mean, we have to go back to average feature race finishes, I think. They both got 6 podiums. They both have 2 wins. It's just gone absolutely down to the wire, and I hope it goes down to the absolute wire as late into the feature race as possible, because it's just gonna be.
It's gonna make for some exciting watching this finale.
Yeah.
TD Jams here has just picked up a 2-second penalty on one of his laps though, so.
Yeah, just finding the very edge of the track limits there.
Yeah.
And to put together a lap.
that's where it's going to come down to the difference, the finding the edge, but just not over the limit. Those little gaps where you can find that extra 100th of a second.
Right, so Sir Hames, another of the Later McLaren team, along with Silva and Token Timmy, he hasn't had the best luck this season, but he's had the pace. And these McLarens are lightning fast around here, as Silva has been demonstrating all week long in practice and practice sprint races. They are very quick in a straight line, as we've seen at Le Mans, and with no possible rain in the forecast to contend with, all of these drivers, I'm sure, have the downforce down to an absolute minimum, at as much speed as possible. So Token Timmy, also a driver for Later. Then we have the Empower Motorsport drivers of, let's see, D-Jams, Stenzel, and I'm struggling to remember what the third driver is today, because we do have 2 subs in for the Talladega Nights. We got War Eagle being the only regular driver for the Southern Boys Racing team. And then we have Flying Disc and B-Ship subbing in for Lamb King and Trackhead.
Yeah, and I think the other Empowered Motorsports was his Stenzel.
Oh, Rogue's here. Okay, great.
Yeah.
Awesome.
So their full team is here now,
Yeah.
So that was the one that was missing, of course. Sorry.
Yeah. For some reason, I thought Rogue was out tonight, but yeah, great to see the Empowered Motorsport team here in full force, ready to battle Team Bahamut to the end here. So
yeah,
I think the only team we haven't mentioned so far is JFS Racing Ferrari, Bike Guru, Raleigh Rancher, and Little Jacob. This road goes very wide, and that was an impressive save though through the grass. Yeah. I'll have to do another lap there. So about 8.5, almost 9 minutes into qualifying here. It's a 15-minute session. Zazel currently at the top with a 1:16.5 in that Lamborghini. That is flying around here.
They've got about another 3 laps each to put down the best possible time they can, and see who gets those precious grid positions.
Flying Disc looked like he had a little bit of a wobble. The exit of the first chicane, Rettifilio. Right behind his teammate, I think that's War Eagle. They might be trying out some team slipstream action here.
Yeah, definitely one of the Talladega Nights in their Wonder Bread liveries.
We say every time, we love this livery.
Yeah. Shake and bake.
Exactly. So, just a bit about the track's history. We got Azazel coming in for fresh tires here. The original circuit included the famous 2.8-mile oval course with its crazy 30-degree banking, and was built incredibly quickly. A temporary railroad was actually laid down to speed up the process, and they finished the entire 6.2 miles, including the road course, in just 110 days. They started in February, and in August they had 200 cars driving around in the opening ceremony. Wow. I mean, that's just... if you talk about feats of engineering, I think that's up there.
Yeah.
The Variante Ascari chicane was added in 72, and the Rettifilio and De La Roja were added in 76.
So
And
the
since then,
Ascari's this chicane that we're looking at just here?
yeah, this one here, the Silva's going through
Yeah.
very sideways on the entry. Yeah, and then the other two chicanes just to slow the cars down and add some more opportunities for overtaking. First and second chicane, turn 1 and 4, I believe. But it's still mostly straights. So like we were saying, most cars will be running as little downforce as possible for as much straight line speed as possible.
Yeah, very
It's
fast.
all about the speed around here, yeah. Looking at DJs now with that bright blue accent color. They've gone back to their nice Aston Martin green.
Almost a lime green.
Yeah. Yeah, it looks nice. It's definitely one of my favorite my favorite cars. The way it looks on the grid. Very nice looking car.
Yeah. Well, I think it's definitely a nice selection of these cars. And the liveries and designs are all quite nice, but I do like the Bahamut probably the most, the livery wise.
Oh yeah. So DJM so far, it looks like he's put in a 157.6. Gonna want to try and improve because he's got Allen just ahead of him, and I mean just ahead. 7/100ths is the difference.
It's gonna come down to these laps. See who is able to set the fastest time. Running out of time for the qualifier now, so
Yeah, it's gonna
this
be
is crunch time.
gonna be one lap left to anyone crossing the line now. Silva's been going all the way to the pit wall.
Yeah, yeah.
And I think it's helped him because he's gone a bit about 2/10 faster than his previous lap. The gap beforehand was 19 thousandths. It's now 2/10 and a bit more. So Silva with a 156.3. He's parked it up.
Yeah, he's done. So
Yeah,
we'll try
I think
and complete that one final lap.
I think he knew that was the one, and didn't have the tires really to go any faster.
Yeah. But I think he'd just come out on fresh tyres before that, so he's burning those tyres through just one lap at that pace.
Yeah, something to keep an eye on for sure in the feature race if he's able to keep the tires on the car, drive it a bit differently, more conservatively, for sure.
It'll be interesting to see how each of these teams manage their races and what strategies they take on board.
Yeah, it really has been. The entire season has been about strategy and consistency, but strategy has been kind of top priority for everyone, with the refuel rate being at a very slow 2 liters per second.
Oh. Alain has just taken the top spot at the last there.
Oh wow, yeah, he has.
Yeah.
The 156.2 for Alan. J. Silva thought that was going to be enough, but just barely wasn't.
It's the last. Will there be any last-minute changes as the last few come across the line?
I'd be interested to see where DJams is on the track right now. I think he's coming into Ascari now.
Yeah.
See if he's
Still a
if he's
second
up on his
off
time.
the pace at the moment. Yeah.
Yeah, he's gonna want to be as close to Allen as possible at the start of that feature race. Currently almost 5/10 up, so if he can keep it together here through Ascari and Parabolica, and maybe jump past Azazel. Azazel's got 8/10 on him though. Azazel might even improve here. We'll see. He does. It's gonna make D-Jams. It's gonna make his job even harder.
For this, yeah.
Taking as much of the runoff as he possibly can through Parabolica. 2 inside tires on the line, just ignoring the line on the inside. Oh no, he didn't improve.
Oh,
That must have been the exit of Viscari or something, because he was 5/10 up and ended up 1/10 down. He's not gonna be happy with that result.
second row though, it's not the end of the world.
Yeah, that's true. Rally Rancher clearly wasn't impressed with his own result either, because he spun it across the line. Verheime's just behind his teammate there. See if he can get a great slipstream coming through. Exit of Parabolica. Looks like they're kind of side by side there.
Yeah.
That's not gonna.
Looks like he's got a fast line. No.
Wow. So yeah.
Like Guru into the top 8 at the last moment there.
Oh, nice. No, I'd hate to call this result unexpected, but I think Bahamut has just been keeping their cards very close to their chests, really not revealing any sort of, even an inkling of what their pace might be here today. And qualifying, they've taken first and third.
Yeah. So have we still got anyone left on track? No.
Gosh, finished now.
Right.
So Alan with an incredible pole lap of a 1:56.289. So 78 thousandths back to Silva. Azazel.
Oh, that was very close.
Yeah, Azazel coming in third with 1:56.5, and then about 9/10, I think, back to D-Jams. 1:57.4 for him. Raleigh Rancher and Sir Hames 5th and 6th. We got Dinosaur and Bike Guru 7th and 8th place. 9th, 10th,
So
and 11th.
Dinosaur must have taken Bike Guru's time on his last qualifying lap there as well.
Oh, you're right, yeah.
Yeah, three Bahamuts in the top 7 for
That's
this
incredible.
race.
Yeah, they've certainly set up the foundation of the feature race quite well.
Yeah.
They've got their Bring It Home motto is coming to fruition so far. So we got Little Jacob and War, Stenzel 9th, 10th, 11th, 12th, and 13th go to Flying Disc and Bishop. 2 subs for the Talladega Nights today. Token to me and Rogue 14th and 15th place, rounding out the grid. Certainly some interesting results there. Some cars that we might not have really predicted being that far up the grid have done so, and it's just going to make the feature race start even more interesting. But we got the 5-lap sprint coming up next after a few minutes break. And this one is reverse grid from the driver's standing. So Alan will be in the back alongside D-Jams.
Oh, nice. Yeah. This should shake things up a bit with the reverse grid.
Yes.
just pride, or at this point, it's all still to play for everyone.
Exactly, and that extends to the fastest lap as well. They get a fastest lap point in both the sprint race and the feature. So
Yeah,
even if it's not one of the two in contention, in main contention for the driver's standings, if it's their team getting those 2 points, that will mean a lot for the team standings as well.
yeah.
Or Silva could take the
So,
fastest lap away from both of them. We'll have to see.
well, it could be out of out of really anyone at the moment. It's going to be very interesting to see when when all these drivers are driving against each other in traffic. Uh, so only a few more minutes now until we'll get to see this reverse grid sprint race. Very much looking forward to seeing how this plays out before we head into the big feature.
So just an update on some other events we've got going on in LRC. So this is the finale of the league, as we call it here. So bit of a break for that until probably late January, early February, I think we decided. And then we've got
Yeah,
the Wednesday Academy, the weekly session of just sharing knowledge, tips and tricks, improving racecraft. Wednesdays, so that's tomorrow. Starts at 6:45 Eastern. Any LRC member can join up onto those through the Discord events. Also got on Thursday, Summer of '69 Thursday casual races. Got some just laid back, bit more chill races.
yeah.
Driving some classic muscle cars and the like. And then Friday on the 22nd, we've got a historical Formula One race in the old 60s Hondas, I think it is.
That'll be a lot of fun.
Yeah, looking forward to that
Yeah.
one.
Well, they all sound fun. Yeah, they're all worth going to all of those events. But yeah, the open wheel races can be a lot of fun.
Yeah, it's a completely different kind of driving. It
Yeah,
seems like in most games and sims, but much more sensitive to contact.
yeah,
To wheel, no bodywork or fenders or anything. So it's always
yeah.
fun to manage.
You have to be very careful not to take damage in those things.
I think the drivers are now just double, triple checking their setups as they need
Right.
to input them every time. Um, just setting the grid. Marshals all have their flags ready. So it looks like from what I can see here, Flying Disc and Token Timmy will be starting on the front row.
Okay. Followed by Rogue Nipra and Little Jacob.
We have Bishop and Raleigh Rancher, Graham's Dinosaur, Azazel and War, Bike Guru and Stenzel.
This with the reverse grid is a really good opportunity for those who didn't have such a great qualifying to pick up some points for themselves and for their teams.
Yeah, definitely. The points awarded, by the way, it's 8 points for a sprint race win. And we have goes down to 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 2, 1, and 1 for first to 10th. So 7th and 8th get 2 points, 8th, 9th, and 10th get 1 point. And the fastest lap point is always up for grabs, of course. Feature race point structure, we've got 20 points for the win, 17 for second place, 15, 13, 11, and 10 down to 6th. And for the feature race, everyone gets at least 1 point from finishing, just because, I mean, it's quite a long race. It's a achievement to finish it anyway. Like we've got the sprint starting now, though.
Yep.
Oh, flying disc.
Flying disc up front. It's gonna be interesting who gets a good start off the line. That's gonna be very important as well.
Yeah, token to me on the inside. Looks like the lights have gone out. Go, go, go from the front row here. Flying disc.
That's a great start from flying disc.
Yeah, so token to me try to use some of that straight line speed from the McLaren. Yeah. A little bit of slipstream. He doesn't go for it though. He backs out.
Oh no.
Flying disc
gone wide. And Timmy's off the track.
Oh man.
Good for Timmy.
Yeah, flying disc he went back onto the track and was unsteady from the bumps. Ended up running into Token Timmy there, so that's unfortunate from both of them.
Yeah. Flying disc has come out of that okay though. I don't know if that's an incident that need to be looked back at. That's whether you'd consider that a dangerous rejoin or not.
Yeah, most likely something that's going to have to be looked at from the stewards. Oh wow, that's quite a traffic jam through De La Rogia.
It's definitely spicy. There.
Looks like the rest of the field are making it through these corners quite cleanly though.
Yeah.
Very impressive drive from most of the cars here, getting through side by side, sometimes 3 wides in some points.
Flying disc is still in the lead coming down to the first corner, but the ship was closing the gap. Is again closing the gap.
Yeah, it looks like they've got a similar pace at the moment.
And that's where we're picking up a 2.5 second penalty. So, and Sir Hames with a 1 second penalty. Seems a lot of people have picked up penalties coming through that second chicane there.
Yeah, it's easy to do going wide through the Lesmos as well. You can get all 4 tires onto that AstroTurf, and even if you lose time, the stewards don't like it when you do that. So we got a 3 wide moment in 2 Ferraris and a McLaren here. How is this going to sort out through turn 1?
This is looking as sketchy as the lap 1 coming down to this chicane. Let's see if they can all get through it cleanly.
Yeah, they're coming at it at speed for the first time. Yeah. And look at that.
Yeah. So Hames, I think, ran a little wide coming out there. Well, there's a little bit of contact between a couple of cars towards the back here.
Yeah, it was minimal though.
Yeah.
Very impressive so far.
Yeah.
Before they even have a chance to spread out. Basil now on the inside. Like he's taking a dive on little Jacob there. Now has to back out of it. Didn't have enough overlap. Oh, Rogue! He went wide on the outside of the exit to the second chicane. Lost a few places there. D. James and Stenzel went through. 2 teammates. Alan's currently back in 11th place, so he hasn't made nearly as much ground up as D-James had. So this is playing into D-James' hands right now in terms of driver standing points. Oh, what a move through the entry of Fiscari though. Oh, D-James had some trouble going through Fiscari. He's now behind Alan.
It's not good. I'm currently having a technical issue, sorry Toasty. I've lost the stream, so bear with me. I can't see what's going on.
Ah, okay. Yeah, so it looks like through the middle of Ascari, the Aston Martin might have got a little sideways. He had to catch a slide or something because his exit speed was not great. And all the way down that straight to Parabolica, lost 2 positions, both Alan and Jacob. Got 3 laps, including this one though, to get back up there. Chip's still in 2nd place, running a great sprint race so far. We got Silva in 3rd. Like Sir Hames was defending a bit from Azazel, bit of door-to-door contact there through the Della Roggia chicane.
I'm back with you.
Alrighty. To Lesmo too. Azazel almost put a nose in there.
It's good to see everyone's still bunched up. It's still there for the taking with just over 2 laps left.
Yeah, I think part of it is just the nature of the track. The slipstream is really keeping them together. It's almost like a train of drafting here.
See, Silva's made his way up to 2nd. Bishop now dropping down to 3rd. Flying Distal holding his position in 1st place.
Yeah, for Silva to be in 2nd place at this point, I mean, he started 3rd to last. So that is massive.
On board with Stenzel at the moment, who may need to refuel. That doesn't look correct.
Yeah, I think the fuel gauge is a bit buggy here. Got the readout into the commentary box. Well, it looks like there was a little contact between Dinosaur and Sir Hames.
Yeah.
Denzel took that opportunity, slipped right through.
Yeah.
Have a look at it here. So Dinosaur on the right side of your screen.
Just a
I
little bit
see.
of contact there. It looks like someone at the back of the pack there sort of ran off, trying to avoid going into the back of anyone.
Yeah, so it looked like Dinosaur maybe just braked a tiny bit too late. I think it was Dinosaur. Ooh.
Oh, having a little moment on the gravel here.
Alan goes through.
Yeah, it's Alan up to 6th.
Oh, and so does Sir Hames. That was a costly mistake there.
Yeah.
We got Stenzel in 5th place. Alan just behind. Dinosaur in 8th. Where are the other 2 Empowered Motorsports cars here? Oh, DJM's down to 12th.
Oh, that's not gonna do his title chances any favour.
Yeah, certainly not. So, more than one incident there for sure.
Yeah, it looks like D-Jams is quite far off the pace. I don't know if it's going to be possible for him to get back. This is going to mean, to take the championship, he's going to have to perform very well in the
He's
feature race.
outside of the points currently. Although he could maybe get the fastest lap. He does have it currently, actually.
Well, and every point counts at this moment.
Right.
Lane is in 6th, so that'd be a couple of points for him.
Yep. Stenzel successfully defending there, placing the car perfectly.
Yeah.
Yeah, Stenzel's doing a great job defending right now. He's doing everything he can to help out the team. Look, he's making a move on B ship there into to Ascari. I thought I saw him alongside.
Yeah, no, that's Stenzel up to 4th. He's past Bishop now.
Up there he goes. So now Allen has Bishop to contend with.
Yeah.
Oh, he's made it past already.
Yeah.
We see the move into Ascari again. Looks like he got it done before the corner. That's such a good launch out of Lesmo too. And that's flying disc over the line. There we go.
Defending over the line.
Yeah.
To keep Silver in second. So that's Silver in second. The other driver who is potentially in the running for the championship. That result will certainly encourage him.
Right, looks like Azazel currently has the fastest lap with a 1:57.1. Doesn't look like DJM's going to be able to beat that, so sadly for DJM's, no points for him in the sprint. Certainly not an outcome we were expecting there.
No.
Oh, it's a win for Flying Disc. The sub for Lamb King, I think it is, with the blue backed car.
With the Wonder Bread car. Oh,
yeah.
Right. So a maiden victory.
There we go. Yeah, win for Flying Disc then. Jay Silva, second place, coming from third to last, only 2/10 off at the line. Then we have Azazel with the fastest lap of a 1:57.1,
Very impressive
coming home in
lap.
third place. Yeah, during a race as well. Stenzel and Allen in fourth and fifth. Oh, Team Bahamut Lamborghinis in the top 5. 6th and 7th for Sir Hames and Dinosaur. All 3 Team Bahamut cars in the points. Bishop in 8th. Then we have Bike Guru, Lil Jacob, and War in 9th, 10th, and 11th. 12th place for DJMs. 13th, 14th, and 15th for Token Timmy, Rogue, and Raleigh Rancher.
Yeah, some unexpected results there.
Oh, it was certainly an exciting one. There was quite a pack in the first half of the field, glued together the entire time.
Yeah, a few little incidents, I think, as well throughout the course of the race, although mostly clean, good racing. But,
yeah, it looks pretty good from our perspective, most of it.
Yeah, well, it should shape up nicely to see what happens during the feature race. Everything is still all on the line for each driver.
Yeah, this is where the pressure comes in. It's like the sprint's gone and done with at this point. You have the points coming into it, or you don't.
Yeah.
And yeah, this is what it comes down to. You need the result, and it's how well do you deal with that. It's that the mental resilience part of being a driver.
Well, yeah. Again, now it also is going to come down to strategy management. And if you didn't have the best sprint race, you've at least got this opportunity to make up for that. So,
Right.
and of course, with the teams still fighting for the Constructors' Championships as well, there could be a few surprises.
Yeah, like you were saying, the sprint race, there essentially is no strategy. You just go out there on the softs and run as fast as you can. The
Yeah,
drivers that excel at the strategy, the feature race is really where they shine. Um, and I'm sure we'll see a bit of a mix up of the finishing order this time around.
yeah, for sure. Of course, now we go from the regular grid that was set in qualifying. So
Right. Okay,
so we
so
have a couple of minutes now before we kick off for the full feature length race.
yeah, yeah, I believe we've got the live standings here updated. So currently, Alan is 4 points ahead of DJMs, and but Empowered Motorsports retains their lead going into the feature, just 3 points, 2 points ahead, I think. 222
Oh
versus
wow!
219.
So what's the sorry? What's the driver's standing now?
Yeah, so it's Alan at 111 versus DJMs at 107, Silva at
Okay.
93.
Oh, so it's yeah. That's actually made the top three very interesting. It is now, I would say, almost a three-horse race for the championship. So everything to play for those three. And how are we looking at the top of the constructors championship?
I think Wagga might still be
Ah, up
updating that.
right.
No, no, I think he's done. So that's at 222 for Empowered Motorsports, Aston Martin, and then the Bahamut Lamborghinis at 219.
Oh wow. So
Yeah,
three
so a three
points in it.
point difference between them.
So that
So
the constructors championship is really going to come down to, well, most likely out of those two teams and who has the best overall finishes. So that should make for some interesting tactical maneuvers.
yeah, Dinosaur was saying earlier on that this team championship could come down to between him and Rogue. If DJams and Allen they have seemed to kind of cancel each other's advantages out, their points advantages between each round. So it would come down to who does better between Dinosaur and
Wow.
Rogue, and also Azazel and Stenzel.
Yeah, of course, that's something else to take into account with the point system. If even if someone has a really good win, that could be completely cancelled out in regards to the constructors' championships by their teammates finishing in places outside of the points. So
Right. Yeah,
a
I could
very
definitely see the two championships being like a split championship result where you have the drivers champion be from one team and the team champions be another.
yeah,
It's just that close.
exactly. It's going to make for very exciting watching shortly.
So just a couple more minutes break here between An intense sprint race. Give the drivers a bit of a break.
Yeah. Any last adjustments to their cars?
Just gonna bring up the stream here, see if we got any comments from viewers. We got a bunch in the chat. We've got 12T Gaming, Dead Scene Media, Hubble Spheres. Got Astute Donkey back in the chat.
Nice.
Great to see some people returning, following the story here.
Good evening, everyone.
And I'm just looking at the what the viewers can see now. Wonka's done an amazing job putting together these overlays. It's got the track map on the top right, driver standings and team in the bottom. So just a shout out to him,
Yeah.
putting that together.
Great work. So we're nearly there. The final race of the whole season. This is what each week has built up to.
Got some in the chat rooting for Alan, some for DJams. Got both the Alan fan club and the DJams fan club ready to get this started.
I think the grid's still not set yet, so probably going to be a minute or two. But it shouldn't be long until we get underway.
Yeah. So it seems like this whole season the strategy has been, apart from last time out at Brands Hatch, has been the one stop, has been the quicker option. Brands Hatch, the pit lane was it's very short. You get in and out of there very very quickly. So that was a two stop.
Right. I suppose
But
it comes down to those small differences, even things such as the pit lane delta.
yeah, I think what I'm most interested in here though is the amount of time that you would lose, this being a very fast circuit, all about acceleration, top speed, and saving fuel. Does that offset the low refuel speed and make the two stop a viable option?
Well, and tyres is another thing to be thinking about coming into this. It is the kind of track where if you're not managing your tyres, you can go through them quickly. So perhaps two stops for two fresh sets of tyres could give you an advantage.
Right. I know a couple of the drivers here have been putting together some pretty extensive spreadsheets and different ways to calculate um, strategies without having to even run a lap. So Alan has gained the nickname, as we're seeing in the chat, Alan the tactician.
Well, it's good to see people doing their homework. You can gain an advantage not necessarily being on the track.
Yeah, certainly something that has been um, team members helping each other out. Uh, the team captains, as we've called them, kind of the leaders that were established since the qualifying shootout, really helping out their other two
Yeah,
drivers, bringing each other up to speed, um, even put together different setups depending on driving style. Like it's been so supportive, um, even in between teams, just figuring out like what lap times people are doing, um, making some suggestions here and there,
well,
tips
that's
and
something
tricks.
I've heard about the league and like how it's great because you've got that team element where you can get advice and experience for drivers who perhaps have more track knowledge or are faster, and they can share that knowledge with you in that team setting to hopefully improve your team. So yeah, it sounds like the league is definitely the place to be to learn about things along with the Wednesday night sessions, of course.
Bubble Spheres in the chat saying Alan equals the professor. He's just gaining more and more names at this point. But yeah, another thing about LRC, kind of since we've started out, since Wonka has put together the group, um, we were talking a bit about it earlier. The core group of drivers that have showed up to every major event, uh, all of them have improved. The gap between the fastest and slowest has kind of remained the same, and we've all kind of improved the same amount. It's been amazing to see that. Um, but also there's been a few drivers like War Eagle, for example, is one of the big examples that have just been improving like leaps and bounds within that gap. It's just been
Yeah,
incredible to see, like Rogue as well, Stenzel. Um, I mean, yeah, there's been a ton. Azazel's is been getting used to his wheel. He just got a wheel
yeah,
not too long ago. Got some drivers on their journey from controller to
yeah.
wheel, helping them out with that. And it's just
I
been,
think it is a learning curve, but
oh
definitely
yeah,
worth it. I think that
definitely.
extra realism and feel from using a wheel rather than a controller, I I think it once you adjust to it, it gives you an advantage.
Yeah, yeah. I think the biggest thing for me has been the consistency. On a controller, I can usually get within half a second of my fastest lap on a wheel. Um, but that's like one in every 20. On a wheel, I'm within like a few tenths every lap sometimes. Like the consistency is so much easier. Um,
Yeah, I don't think I could play Gran Turismo with a controller again. I don't think I could relearn it.
yeah, we do need a nickname for we do need a nickname for DJMs. Maybe maybe the way he drives tonight will give us an idea for the
Yeah.
future race. Well, it looks like we've got some cars heading onto the track now. Something we like to do, or at least try out, is a little formation lap. Park the cars on the
Uh,
grid the best we can.
okay.
So if Wonka's able to Go to spectate the track, see if they're doing just that. Oh, it doesn't look like it. I was being helpful.
I think D-Jams is just out on the track on its own at the moment.
Yeah, just getting some more laps in.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, we got a bit of a car
couple
show.
of Hawks. Yeah.
Lining up for pictures, photo ops.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, if it's still a few minutes out, I will be right back. Before we get the feature race started.
No worries. I should get the chat up and say hello to people. So bear with me, guys. Oh, and now I can hear myself. Sorry. Right, there we go. Yeah, hey everyone. So, hey, K-Jams, Astute Donkey, LRC Official, and Dead Sea Media, Steam Elements, 12T Gaming. Great to see you guys here watching. Shouldn't be long until the race starts now, with a lot to play for. Gonna see what happens. 30 laps of excitement for you to enjoy.
Alright, great. I have returned with a full water bottle. Running low.
Nice. Nice. Need to stay hydrated.
Ooh, just in time. Yeah, here we go. Alright, 30 laps of this feature race. We have Alan sitting on pole there on the left side of the track, right side of your screen. Zazel right behind him. Silva on the right side of the track with D-Jams just behind.
Lights are about to go out. Let's see.
There we go, go.
Very important part of the race.
Silva tucks in right behind Alan right away. Get a bit of slipstream, see if he can make a move maybe into turn one.
Oh, he does.
Brakes
He
late.
makes that move. Oh, Alain Sten is tight with him around the outside. That was nice.
Oh, he gets it done, yeah.
Between the two of them, but Silva's into first place.
And D-Jams up into third. But he's also made a move through the first chicane right behind Alan. Look at that. Into the
So it's the three
chicane.
fighting for the championship who have all broken away a little bit there in first, second, and third respectively.
D-Jams had a run there for a second. He looked like he went around Alan, but I don't know, maybe just got a little wobble on the exit of De La Rogia.
Yeah, I think he just hit the curb a little hard coming out there.
Silva about half a second gap to Alan and D-Jams, the three in contention of the championship, as we've said. Right at the front.
Oh.
Alan just gained some massive time there through Ascari.
The three of them coming up to the Parabolica together.
Yep. Wasn't sure if Silva was going to try and defend that. Would have ended up defending clean air, I think.
Yeah.
Oh, yep, D-Jams on the
outside. To make the move on a lane.
D-Jams now getting a little slipstream behind Silva. They both brake exactly at the same time.
Oh no! No, that's two of them taken out there. Oh, that's not good news.
Yeah,
Silver's made
that's.
his way clear up ahead after that incident, which
I believe that was Sir Hames going in there. I think he might have put a tire on the grass somewhere, just went sideways.
oh, that's a
So
real shame. Oh, okay, looks like we've gone to a safety car.
yeah,
So,
virtual safety car called immediately.
yeah,
Oh
oh,
yeah,
that was not good.
yeah. Two or three cars completely unaware of the incoming McLaren.
Yeah,
Oh, I see.
oh, yeah,
Right, so
yeah.
Sir
It's that.
Hames, yeah, it looked like he was making a late braking move. Almost had to maybe avoid the Lamborghini in front of him. Just wasn't ready for the entry there. Oh, what's happened here?
We seem to be on the menu screen at the moment.
I wonder if Dinosaur called it a red flag because it was on lap two, wasn't it? Before lap
Yeah,
three.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
it's probably a major enough incident.
Right.
Multiple cars involved. All right, so that'll be a restart. All right. Well, and we get to see the start again.
Yeah, and it could be totally different this time. So,
Could be completely different. I'm sure DJams wasn't happy about that though. He was basically almost made the move on Allen while that happened.
yeah. Well, I think we're in for more of the same when the race does restart. I think it's going to be close between those three
Yeah,
all the way through. It's going to come down to uh, they've all set a very similar race pace in the qualifiers, and it's going to come down to who manages their strategy and their overall race because 30 laps is a long time.
it is.
Um, and it's always about finding a balance between being the quickest and avoiding those long pit deltas.
So if you're just joining the stream now, we're just restarting the feature race, 30 lap feature race. The first race went until lap two, and then there was a multi-car incident. VSC immediately called, and it was ended up being determined a red flag. So just getting the grid set again for that. Everyone's getting their setups, tunes reapplied, and we'll go again.
Yeah, hopefully this won't take too long. We can get back into the feature here.
Yeah, so well, we're kind of in this short downtime here. Got quite a few people watching the stream. If you're new to LRC, head to our Discord or get in contact with one of the LRC members here and join up if you'd like to learn some racecraft, improve your driving, whether it be lap time, consistency, anything of the like. And this is the league season finale here. It's like the Race is ready to restart in just a couple of seconds.
Yep. Okay. About to get back into it now.
Alright, go. Lights are on. Go, go. Alan gets a great start once again with that four-wheel drive kicking in. Silva does exactly the
Silva gonna
same.
try the same move as he did on the
It worked
previous
before,
start.
is it gonna work
Oh,
again?
I think Alan's defending a bit tighter down the middle this time. Silva's tried to go for the outside, but he's not going to be able to make the move.
Oh yeah, Alan's learned from it. He said not this time.
Yeah.
DJs though, still making up a place with the first chicane, so up until third for him.
Yep. So we've now got the same front three, except by this point Silva was leading last time, whereas Alan has now held on to his pole position.
Right, same three drivers, different order. Oh, Alan goes a bit deep into De La
Oh.
Roggia. Well,
Silva's
maybe
looking
getting
to
a...
make the move. His nose is poking around a little bit there. But this is allowing D-Jams to close the gap on both of them.
I think Silva had such a run, but got too close to the back of the car, had to back out of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, Alan coming down to Scary. Looks like the gap is closing. It's closing. Silva's pulling to the
Interestingly,
inside.
Azazel is staying tighter to that front pack than he did last time round, though. If he can manage to stay in D-Jam's slipstream, he may be able to stay in contention for a win at this point.
And while that was happening, Silva is taking the lead. D-Jam's just behind.
He has got the move made on Alain.
Yeah, D-Jam's just behind Alan now once again. Going on to lap 2. Silva just taking an early move to the inside, just try to break a little bit of the slipstream there. This is looking an awful lot like our previous race, isn't it? D-Jam's on the outside of Alan, coming into Rettifilio. Let's see what happens this time.
The move. Is he going to be able to hold it round the outside? Oh, very nice.
Oh, he does.
Yeah.
This is turning out even better for D-Jams than last time out.
Yeah. But he's lost a bit of time to Silva there, although he's quickly making it back.
Alan and
Azazel is now in the mix along with Sir Hames.
Yeah, the slipstream of multiple cars is really bringing them close together here. Oh, 3 seconds is the gap. 3 seconds or so between the top 5 still.
It's going to make all the difference if they can maintain those close gaps and keep the slipstreams to whether they start to break apart now.
Yeah, War Eagle was up to, I think, 6th place. Doing well so far. Down the order here, we have Rogue just behind Bike Guru. Look like they're having a battle of their own. D-Jam's extending the gap to... Oh, wait. Damn to Silva.
Is up to first. Where? Oh, Silva's back to 5th.
Hey, he must have had an issue through Starry.
Yeah.
No, it was a 2-second penalty.
Oh, he must have picked that up on the previous lap there.
Yeah, so he's lost a whole bunch of positions there.
Yeah. So he's lost places to both Azazel and Sir Hames, as well as being out the back of that battle for the championship. Oh, I think that's a little wobble coming out of the first chicane there as well.
Yeah, he's going to want to be pushing hard to get back up front,
Yeah.
but he's also going to be using a lot
Not
of fuel and
pushed.
tires doing that.
Exactly, and not pushed to the point where you end up having another incident trying to make up for the previous
Exactly.
time lost.
So this is either going to force him onto a one-stop if he was planning a two, or force him onto a two-stop if he was planning a one. Go either way.
Yeah.
Like he's getting alongside teammate Sir Hames
D-Jams.
though into Lesmo 2.
D-Jams is creating a bit of a gap now. He's taking a lead. That time's been increasing the last, yeah, and it just seems to be increasing currently. Yeah.
Yeah, I've only just noticed, I mean, so much has been going on. I've only just noticed that D-Jams is on the soft tires and he's been revving out that car all the way through the power band, so certainly looking like a two-stop for him. Maybe dividing the race into 3 laps, 3 sections of 10 laps, maybe?
Yeah, I suppose that, at least that's kind of the simple way to do it with a 30-lap race. You know where your point is if you're going for 2 stops.
If Alan's doing the same thing. Token to me in 9th place at the moment. Like he's also on the softs.
Yeah, well, that's quite a close pack. Looking back there in 6th, 7th, 8th, and 9th, which of course are all going to be now trying to fight their battle of their own. Oh, and there's some contact coming through the first chicane again there.
Yeah, I think Token to me just had a
Yellow flag.
bit of a late breaking point there. Wasn't really compensating for the slipstream gain in speed. Like he had to give back the position to Bishop.
Yeah, he has done, it looks like. Yeah, the flag's gone.
Doesn't look like either of them have picked up any damage though, so good to see at least.
Yeah.
Rogue has passed Bike Guru. Sorry, go ahead.
There is a big gap now between first and last place. The pack is really spreading out. I wonder if Bike has picked up some damage.
Yeah, it looks like he's recovering from a spin right now, and Belarusia not having the best time at the moment. Alan currently in second, 1.8 seconds behind D-Jams. Currently a Team Bahamut 2-3, or it was, where Silva
Silva suddenly
off
back
an
in the
overtake
party.
there. Must have been through Parabolica.
Oh no, it looks like Azazel's just got that position back again from Silva.
Maybe a switchback there kind of had the position just for a moment.
Yeah, this is them two coming down towards the first chicane now.
But on the inside, he can break very late in the chicane. And that was a easier move than the attempted one to Parabolica, I'm sure. Super Grande though.
Still right on in his slipstream. Yeah, he certainly knows he's behind him at the moment. Now is Azazel going to return the favour coming back down here? No, he's not able to. Oh, no, Silva holds that. Very nice to get a good exit from there.
Sir Hames missed his braking point. Gonna pick up a penalty there. Speaking of penalties.
Oh, that's not going to help D-Jams. He has a decent gap at the moment on Elaine, but that 1.5 second penalty is going to feel like an eternity.
Yeah, it kind of tends to double on this track with where the zone is. Gonna lose about 3 seconds.
Out of the
Gonna,
lane, right back on him.
yeah,
Yep,
so I'm
left
sure
the back
DJams
out.
is on, yep, inside here.
Alain's made the move around the outside. Oh, I don't know if it.
Yeah,
Oh, I
they're
think
side by
DJam's
side
got the better
exiting.
exit there. Yeah. Oh, I mean, that was lovely to watch. But I think just asking too much speed out of Alain to be able to complete that move around the outside. But great side-by-side racing.
They're gonna go here. Looks like Allen's taking the inside line.
Yeah.
Not breaking late
Seems to
enough
be
to make a move, though. Oh, I'm sure DJams is feeling the pressure right now. He's got to have the result, and he's got his main rival right behind him.
yeah. What
Making
would
this
be
second chicane well, though.
what would be the points difference if it finished like this? Because with Elaine's points, they wouldn't be enough from the sprint, even if he finished second, would he? For him to win the championship, he'd need a win.
It would be 4 points, which is their difference right now. So they'd be tied
Oh,
because DJams has the fastest lap,
so if it finishes like this, it remains a tie for
and
the
it would go
drivers'
down to
championship.
tiebreakers.
Oh right, wow. Okay, so for D-Jams needs to take it to a tie then, doesn't he? If Elaine beats him, then that's it. So yeah, this is very tense for D-Jams. He's going to have to maintain this lead now, but he's done well at creating a gap again. I think if he can stay far enough ahead to not let Elaine back in the slipstream, he's been lapping very fast.
Yeah, he's extending that gap for sure. Down up to 1.3 seconds now.
He's showing some wear on those left-hand tyres though. So it'll be interesting to see, because I think you could definitely get 3 more very fast laps out of those tyres, but I wonder if that'll force him onto a 2-stop.
Yeah, the front left is showing some wear. That's been the theme throughout the whole season. One of the drivers pointed it out, like this is the season of the front left tires. With the setup and kind of driving style, bit of brake balance tuning, you can kind of even out the wear between the front and rear as best you can, so the car feels about the same in terms of balance. That will really help you through the long run, consistency-wise, with lap time. I mean, if you do a 30-lap race, if your slowest laps are within 2/10 as opposed to 5/10 difference from your fastest, then I mean that adds up quick.
Yeah, it does. And that's what you'll find as well when you do try to go for those longer stints. The degradation on the tyres, it can cost you a couple of seconds a lap, and you total up what that comes to, depending on how many laps you're trying to drive on those tyres. It can definitely be less beneficial than making that extra stop.
Yeah, and that's something these two have been working on extensively, just figuring out the strategy. It looks like right now they're on the same one though, which is great for us. Get to see them in the same shot.
Yeah, and that gap has closed again. D-Jams had created it, but I wonder if he's starting to feel the wear on those tyres. There's a little wobble coming out of the chicane there. That's allowed Elaine to catch right back up in the slipstream. towards the final, well, they're on the long straight before the final chicane. It looks like Elaine is just hanging on to DJam's slipstream. DJam's got a good exit out of that last corner, but it wasn't enough to go away far enough to stop Elaine being in the slipstream. So it's
And
gonna
I'd be
be
interested
interesting.
to see their fuel levels right now, because what DJams is doing is pushing the air out of the way for the Lamborghini. So Alan is potentially using a bit less fuel here. A lot less fuel, actually.
Yeah. Yeah, he's still got half a tank there.
Yeah, he's short shifting, kind of staying in the slipstream of DJams. That is something we'd expect from the tactician for sure.
So this is a clever strategic play. Sadly though, it looks like we've lost Silver well out of the race for the championship at this point. Azazel is currently running in third, but 7.5 seconds behind the leading two.
It looks like Azazel is running pretty much an identical strategy in terms of, at least from what the tire wear and fuel can, from what we can see there. Where's it?
But yeah, very similar tyre and fuel wear to his teammates, so chances are they've put their heads together and come up with what they think will be a winning strategy here.
Silva, meanwhile, you can see that he's been really pushing on those tires.
Yeah, he's
There's the front
left.
The front left is looking very angry. I'm sure the surface of it is all torn up.
He doesn't seem to be struggling too much with it at the moment, though.
Yeah, we saw it in last round at Brands Hatch. A few of the drivers were doing several laps on completely gone tires, and it actually ended up working out for them, strategy-wise, total time. Sure, Hames is currently in 5th place. This would be a great result for him. Top 5 finish in the feature race. I believe he had a good result in the sprint of Catalunya.
Right. Yeah, he is. There's still less than 20 seconds between first and 6th at the moment. And once the pit stops come into play, it's going to be interesting how the field looks after the first set of pit stops, or who tries to stay out a bit longer here. I think we're going to start to see them pitting now for fresh tyres and fuel.
Yeah, we are right at that point, 1/3 mark. So if your strategy is a 2-stop, this is the obvious point.
Yeah.
Unless you're kind of staggering the tire choice or something.
Actually, looking at Orr here, he could quite easily do this on a 1-stop. He's got a lot of his tyres left. He's on the mediums, of course, so he's going to get more tyre wear out of that. So this could be the strategy for, perhaps this is the strategy for the whole of Talladega Nights. Looking at them there, they might well go for a 1-stop.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Sort of pit delta makes the difference between those who run a 2-stop.
It looks like Rogue is also on a similar strategy to that. We've seen all season Rogue has favored the 1-stop strategy over the 2. In the first round, actually, in Nürburgring GP, he was the only one to try it, I believe, on the hard tires all the way through.
It's a brave strategy.
DJ's in the pits now.
So that's our first person into the pits now. Will that be beneficial for him in the long run? Oh, Silver's in as well, though.
Yep.
So this gives Alan a chance to create a big gap, but will he come in on the next lap?
This is interesting because Silva has saved so much more fuel as opposed to DJams. They're almost at the same level of fuel as the refueling. So Silva's going to come out just behind DJams.
Oh, okay, well that's going to be useful for him to get back into DJam's slipstream. But DJams hasn't taken a full tank of fuel from the liquid. He's only gone up to 90%, so he's clearly, I would imagine, going to come in again at around lap 20.
Yeah, probably just fueling for the stint to make it to the next pit stop.
That's also going to help him with the weight of his car. And
Yeah, running light.
Gone slightly more fuel, but not much. Not quite a full tank.
Got quite a bit of cloud cover in here. It's going to bring the track temperature down a little bit. Tires are going to feel a bit more slippy. Mediums are going to be much more difficult to deal with. So those on the one-stop strategy on the mediums, this might not favor that strategy with these conditions.
But at the moment, we're watching, is this a lane is on the softs, and he's still got a quarter of a tank there. He could quite easily just do this on a one-stop, and if he can keep this pace, this race pace.
Yeah, I think so.
This could be, he could make himself favourite to win at this point. I mean, I would say he's still got, although they're not perfect condition, he's got a good few more laps in those tyres.
Yeah, you could also hit a bit earlier than half distance, put on the mediums, and we'll save a bit more. Than this stint, that could also work for him.
Yeah, it looks like DJams is going to try and outrun him with just pure pace.
Yeah, he does still have the fastest lap with a mid 157. Looks to me like Sir Hames is the first on track who has started on the medium tires.
So he may now try and run to the end of the race.
I don't
wait,
think
sorry, no, he started on the medium,
Yeah.
so yeah. So he would
It
then
certainly
to
needs
go
fuel.
the maximum of one stop.
Yeah.
Although he hasn't been fuel saving for this stint. So.
Yeah, the McLaren is a bit different from the rest of the cars where you have to shift. It's right in the middle of the rev range on the HUD for maximum power, so if you want to fuel save, it's as far before you even see lights on the little LED.
Here's Dinosaur, who has taken damage as well, and is running with a completely full left front tyre. He's coming into pit now. War looks to have managed his tyres there. Did War not start on the mediums? Has he already been into the pits once?
You know, this is the stage of the race where it becomes difficult to remember.
Yeah.
Which driver has done what.
It looks to me like based on his fuel level, I'd assume War is going for a one-stop strategy here.
Oh, right, yeah. Yeah, War and the other two Talladega Nights, Reynolds. Yeah, we did figured that out early on. They haven't stopped yet. James, meanwhile, a bit less than a minute gap from Allen on the fresh soft tires, running all out.
That's gonna. He's definitely gonna. Well, I would assume, maybe not definitely, but if he needs another stop, I don't know if he's gonna be able to match Alain's tire management here.
Yeah, unless there's a late safety car or something, bring them together.
Well, that's it. You never know what could possibly happen. Silver's picked up a 2-second penalty there. He's not actually that far. He's about 10 seconds behind. Oh no, well, 5 seconds behind D-Jams at the moment. But that penalty's going to put him further behind him.
Yeah, it's gonna turn into 10 or so, I'd imagine.
Yeah. Lane has created quite a comfortable gap up at the front now. Some great tire management through his first sector.
So Rogue now only, what, less than 3 seconds behind Silva? Rogue's running a great race so far in terms of strategy. And like you were saying, Allen extending that gap to 12 seconds or so back to Azazel's teammate. Just looking at his lap times on the right there, within 7/10, I think, within the last 6 laps.
Yeah, that's very consistent considering the amount of tire.
And just putting in the laps like a machine here.
Yeah, he's still not even coming in yet. This will be perfect for him if he pits next lap. He knows he can do exactly the same for the back half of the race.
Yep, and without without pressure from D-Jams,
Yeah,
be able to comfortably do that.
well, unless D-Jams can really make up some time over these next few laps, I assume he's coming in again. But yeah, Alain will come have traffic to deal with at some point again when he comes out from his stop.
Yeah, D-Jams was the jam in a Wonder Bread sandwich there for a bit.
Yeah, he looks like he is getting held up by that traffic because there's now a 1 minute gap. I think Alain could possibly come out of the pits before D-Jams even managed to catch up.
Raleigh Rancher also on a one-stop, it looks like. Went into the pits with mediums, 16% fuel.
Oh, and look, Alain's now, he's not even pitted on lap 15. He's going to get a lap or two more out of those tyres, and then he knows he can go full blast for the last half of his race.
That makes me think that he's also looking at the fastest lap.
Yeah.
He's wanted all the points for Team Bahamut. Powered Motorsports, in the meantime, looks like Stenzel is maintaining 3rd place. Looks like he's gone with the one stop as well, based on the tire and fuel there.
Well, that's Alain in now.
Yeah, so Stenzel taking the soft tires just as far as Ellen and Zazel. Well, DJM's trying the two-stop.
Well, this will be interesting to see how much time he can get that now, and if he can actually get back up into that battle for the lead.
Yeah, so what he'll need to do is both, you know, get into the lead and build a gap, significant
Yeah.
gap, to make that two-stop work.
Yeah.
Having
Oh,
here, will he be able
the
to
chances.
get out? Yeah, looks like he's passed.
He's passed. Now, can he build a gap? So Lane is he's less than 5 seconds behind him still. Jams has got 14 laps, but with his strategy, he's going to have to stop at some time, so he'd need to build a gap, a big gap, to be able to maintain this position.
By lap 20, he's going to need to be about 30 seconds ahead of Allen, and then make up another 30 seconds after his second pit stop. For them to be even by the end.
Silver's now running 10 seconds off Stenzel in the lead, so I'm not sure. So this battle for the championship is now back on, as those three cars will have closed the gap on each other again. Stenzel had an incident there, though, and the yellow flags are out.
Oh yeah, he went too deep into Scurry.
Yeah.
Did good to wait for the rest of the cars, though. Yeah.
And let impatience get the better of him, but he's lost a lot of positions there.
Yeah, it looked like it was his last lap, maybe on soft tires, and tire wear got the better of him there.
It's always the risk if you're losing a lot of grip on those tires coming around corners and letting them get to that point where there's barely any tread left on them.
So all of the drivers doing the one stop have pit, so that puts DJams into the lead. But he needs to stop again, so Allen is effectively in the net lead. Silva, I believe Silva's also doing a two-stop.
It looks like they are. I wonder though if their strategies would change at all now that they're back in the mix.
Oh no!
Oh no!
Like a later McLaren there, under the blue flags, got a bit sideways, well very sideways, the exit of the Lesmo 2. DJM's had nowhere to go, didn't pick up any damage though, so that's good.
Yeah, that's fortunate. Yeah, I wonder if Silver and D-Jams may be wondering if they can manage their tyres and fuel till the end at this point.
Yeah, DJM's did short fuel though, so I think that's a bit out of the question for him.
Yeah, no, he knows he needs to go back in. Back out on fresh tyres and so he'll be on his final stint, hoping to make some positions up against those who are making two-stop strategies. case of have to do some fast laps to be able to make some positions up. See if they can grab some last minute points for their teams. Ypres just picking up a penalty there.
Yeah, that'll be costly. There's quite a few drivers. Yeah, there's quite a few drivers that still need to pit for their second stop. Those on the 2 stops, though. The road might be able to jump a couple of them.
Yeah, this is it. I think it's mixed almost 50-50, the teams that are going for the 1 stop and the 2 stop. So final positions are going to look quite different at this point.
Yeah, once the 2 stop drivers make their second stop here in a couple laps, we'll be able to figure out in what order they're in. A bit mixed up now.
Well, at the moment, D-Jams is still only holding 5-second lead over a lane, and he's going to lose a lot of time during that pit stop.
Yeah.
It could well be. I'm not sure the strategies that Sir Haynes and Azazel are running, but it looks like the 1 stop is the way to go.
Yeah, they're both on 1 stops as well, so D-Jams will fall back to at least 5th place. Well, during his pit stop. Well, Silva's gone in 1 lap early.
Then I suppose he's still got 10 laps to make it up. Okay. Well, Silva wants to get that final pit stop out of the way then. Try and put some quick laps for the last third of the race here. I think we just saw someone lose it off the edge of the track there. It's not going to help their time.
Haynes looked like he was very low on fuel. Yeah, he is. But his tire wear doesn't look too bad at all, so I'm wondering if there was a mix-up in the strategy there, or if he's just been that conservative with the tires that they look that good.
I mean, he's on softs. That can't be 10 laps on softs unless he's just very, very gentle with those tires. And it can happen to anyone. Maybe he went into the pits and hit the button too quickly and skipped the refuel. So he's trying to get a couple of laps out. If that is what's happened, though, that's going to be disappointing for him, because he'll have to go back in this lap for more fuel.
Yeah, I remember that happening to Silva at Le Mans, and that was just absolutely devastating. Yeah. Both for him, for us, the commentators watching it, we were just, oh man.
When you're running a good race and the adrenaline's going through you, and you go into the pits. I've done it in sport mode countless times, and hit the button too fast, and then you're like, oh, that's my race over, and not anything to do with my driving, just because I've been too overexcited to hit a button. So yeah, it's easily done. It looks like that's probably what happened to Sir Haynes.
Yeah, so he's going to be coming in. There he is.
Yeah. Well, thankfully, at least have enough fuel for that lap. Yeah, he's in on one fuel.
Not quite down to fumes, but there were a couple drops left.
Yeah.
So after D-Jams makes his stop, it'll be Alan and Azazel. It'll be a 1-2 for Team Bahamut.
Well, looking at Silva now, he's going to have a lot of work to do over these 11 laps to try and remain in contention for the championship.
Oh, I see. Yeah, he's put the mediums on. So the softs weren't lasting for him.
Right. It's quite impressive how fast the lane is being while managing those soft tyres so well.
Yeah, it really is. And he was basically keeping pace with DJM's with one less stop in his strategy.
Yeah. Stenzel's in ninth at the moment. He was running quite high up in the standings earlier on. I suppose that now we're going to see that's D-Jam's in for his last pit stop. He's going to lose a lot of time to Alain now.
Right. Yeah, I'm wondering if Stenzel will actually come out ahead of DJM's here. Being on different strategies, of course.
Yeah. That's his Hazel past him. And Dinosaur running in fourth at the moment.
Yeah, it looks like he'll...
Dinosaur's definitely got another stop to make with those tires.
Yeah, just from the tire wear alone, yeah. And you might make it just here with the race into 3. Oh, it's got another one.
He's coming in yet? Right. So he's gonna come in probably on the next lap, I think. Go as hard as he can for the final 9 laps.
Yeah, it looks like DJM's got out of the pits just ahead of him there.
There's now a minute between him and Alain. He's got 9 laps. To try and close that gap. I think it's gonna put it out of reach for him.
Yeah, Zazel might even be out of reach. For DJM's there. That's one of the two make a mistake.
Well, we've still got 9 laps where anything could happen, though. You never know, there could be a last-minute safety car.
Right, at which point DJM's would have an advantage.
Yeah, and that's probably what he's thinking at the moment. He's probably hoping that there is a safety car.
Yeah, we've still got a couple groups of cars bunched together here, so it could happen.
Yeah.
Dinosaur, Raleigh Rancher, Silva are pretty close.
Interestingly, Silva didn't even manage to make it up past D-Jams while D-Jams was in for his final pit stop there, so...
Yeah, I think Silva just lost a bit too much time on the worn tires.
Yeah, so now the 1, 2, 3 for the championship is split by other drivers in between them.
Yeah, currently if it finishes like this... Oh yeah. If it finishes like this, then Team Bahamut will take home both championships, I believe.
Historical victory for their team in the first week season. So that looks like the majority of the drivers, if not everyone, have come into their final stops now. So coming to the last 8 laps where it's all about pace.
Yep, so here's Stenzel with flying disc just behind him. Everyone's stops are made, like you said, so this is a race to the finish. Got Flying Disc, who took the sprint race win not too long ago.
Yeah, standing in tonight for the Talladega Nights team in their Wonder Bread cars. Great to get a victory in his first sprint race.
Yeah, it looks like they're running 9th, 10th, and 11th right now. Right in the middle of the pack. Bishop is quite low on fuel though. Looks like he's gonna make another stop.
So he must be the only one who hasn't made their final stop yet. So I guess he'll be hoping to get those sort of last few laps and be able to go flat out.
Yeah, I was thinking that all three Talladega Nights were on the same strategy, but it looked like Bishop went with the 2-stop and the softs as well.
This is Dinosaur, and he's running on low grip on his front left again. So I'm guessing he still hasn't been in for his final stop. So there's still the opportunity for the positions to move around a fair bit.
Yeah, Dinosaur running extra long on those set of soft tires. Silva just went straight past.
Yeah.
And Rally Rancher is on one-stop strategy, I believe. So there won't be as much of a pace difference between the two when he gets there. Nope, he's on those mediums. It looks like this might be one of the closest battles on track here. We have Dinosaur and Raleigh Rancher, the battle for 5th. Seems like we got a little bit of a technical issue with Ad's microphone here, so hopefully he can make it back for the race finish. Comes Raleigh on the inside. I think Dinosaur was thinking about going into the pits. Yeah, he was. So Raleigh took the inside line and Dinosaur went, wait a minute, I need to be there. Into the pits goes Dino for his second stop. Looks like Stenzel and two of the Talladega Nights cars might make it past. Dinosaur has to refuel here. And there we go, you got your mic working again?
Apologies for that, yeah, I lost connection.
Oh, good.
I'm just about to get the race.
Right, so Dinosaur just made his second stop. Looks like Stenzel did not make it past. I missed where Dinosaur made it out of the pits, or if he's still in there. Distracted there. Oh, Dinosaur came out in 12th. Okay. Yeah, so Rogues made it up to 11th place. If you can keep that till the end, you got 7 laps remaining, including this one.
Flying Disc is now running in 8th, starting to show some of that form he did in the sprint race.
Yeah, Flying Disc has certainly got some pace. There's Rowley pulling little Jacob down the straight.
Yeah, some teamwork there. That's good to see. Using the each other for a tow. Up to 5th and 6th, these two as well. That'll be a good result for their team. They can maintain those positions for the last 5 laps.
Yeah, it seems like most of the team's drivers are grouped together a bit. Empower Motorsports is the only team that kind of has their drivers really spread out across positions in the track.
I think this gap at 30 seconds, 4 laps, they're lapping up 2 or 3 seconds, if that, between each other, and it's going to be impossible for the jams to get on it now. Which is a shame. It's not going to go right to the finish line between the two of them. Again, unless there's a safety car, but it's starting to look less likely as we start to close in towards the end of this race. Zazel still running in second. A similar gap between him and Alain, but D-Jams can catch up with Zazel possibly.
Yeah, it looks like about the same gap between Alan and Azazel as Azazel and DJ.
Oh wait, yeah. So no, that's looking like that's going to be our podium unless something drastic changes. It's going to remain as it is.
Yeah, it's been a much smaller dent in the in Alan's lead than DJM's was hoping.
Yeah.
Made up about 3 seconds, I think, since his pit stop.
Oh no, and we've had a disconnect from War. I wonder if that was an internet issue.
Oh no, yeah. So yeah, where he was running in what, 8th or 9th, I think. 10th place.
Yeah, around there.
Yeah, so he was up there, and the Renaults continuing their trend of being unreliable. I guess we talk about the internet being your engine in a way.
Yeah, they've not had much luck recently.
And them King having issues last couple of rounds as well.
That's a real shame to lose one of their. That'll be a DNF, so 0 points for War, so they're only left now relying on Flying Disc to get their team a few last points in the championship.
It looks like Silva has picked up the fastest lap here, so 57.2. I believe the previous fastest lap was a 57.2, so just a little bit of an improvement there. Will Jacob is heading past his teammate Raleigh.
Making a move on his teammate. There's his teammate going to manage the switchback coming out of Parabolica though. Nice. They're having their own little battle for position now.
I think they've seen that the gaps between, in front and behind, and just decided, hey, you know what? Let's have some fun.
Well, yeah. I mean, now it's just for bragging rights about who can get the highest position. As long as they don't make a mistake and allow Stenson to catch up, who isn't running particularly far behind Raleigh.
Yes, a bit risky, but
Yeah.
no, good to see.
Well, yeah, sometimes that's it, a bit of fighting. It can slow you down when you're not even thinking about it.
Yeah.
Allow those behind you to gain a bit of time.
So Raleigh, or Jacob winning out in that particular instance there.
Oh, and now we've lost Silva.
Oh my goodness.
This is unfortunate. Just after he'd set the fastest lap as well.
Yeah, it's
That's going to put Silver's any hope of. I think at this point we knew he wouldn't be able to win the championship. I don't know how the point standings will look after that. Whether he's going to be able to hold on to his final podium position.
Yeah, his last few rounds were really strong in terms of points, so I think fourth place is actually Stenzel, who we're looking at now. So
well, this could be Stenzel's opportunity to grab that podium then and get the points needed to come home third.
right. With the team standings coming into the feature race being separated by 3 points, it's safe to say that Team Bahamut, as of right now, will have snatched the victory away. And Alan also, with the difference in points being 5 points from first to third for a feature race finish. DJMs no longer has the fastest lap either, so it looks like Team Bahamut might be taking home both the championships.
It's looking that way. Alain's got 1 lap to go, or 2 laps to go, and a big lead on Azazel. And there's a yellow flag. Oh, I didn't know if that was going to be a safety car on lap 29, but
yeah, I think it might actually be a bit too far into the race to call one.
No, I think it was just someone maybe had a little slide off the track. I don't think it was a proper incident. It was very brief yellow flag there.
Starting to feel the tire wear though. You can both see and hear it. Went a bit deep into second chicane there. Front tire's just not biting.
Oh yeah, that's not going to be. But Alan is now in the fortunate position where he can lose a few seconds on these last couple of laps by making sure he doesn't overrun those tires or just nursing them to the finish line now.
Yeah, he really just needs to keep it on the track. Another yellow flag there.
It's this same car here. I'm not sure who that is. It's lapping people now. Although, is this the first we've seen of people being lapped?
I don't think so. No. Been a few blue flags around.
Alan's still managing to actually increase the gap between him and Azazel.
Yes, starting his final lap now. There's that motto on the back of the car, bring it home.
Yeah, but that's what he's done with some excellent tyre management and strategy. Little Jacob and his teammate Ollie Rancher both up to 4th and 5th.
Yeah, they've run a really good race. Alan just put in a best sector 1.
Is he going for fastest lap on his final lap?
I'd be very surprised with the state of the tires.
It would be quite a feat to see him do that.
Well, in a way, he can almost afford to make a mistake. He's got a 35-second lead. So, if he's... I don't know if he can push it with the amount of fuel he has, though.
Oh no, yeah, he is close to being running on papers.
Now he's back down to 2 tenths under.
Yeah, I think it would have been asking too much of the car.
Yeah.
But he's still increasing that lead. he comes up to Parabolica for the final corner.
That is incredible. Throughout this whole season, Alan has just been refining and refining, adding more details to his simulations of strategy that have earned him the nicknames.
Yeah,
The professor, the tactician, coming over the line, he brought it home.
congratulations, Elaine. Fantastic race. Well driven, well strategized.
It'll be first place for him, 37-second lead. That is the biggest by far we've seen all season. It was absolutely dominant victory there. And for also for Team Bahamut, got their one-off livery for this round, their home race, and they were making the most of it. The cameras have been all over that car. Zazel, second place. 2 steps on the podiums filled by Team Bahamut drivers. And coming around Parabolica now, DJM's still bringing it home with a 3rd place podium.
Ran a good race, but it wasn't to be. Great to see that the fight went down to the wire between 2 of the drivers in the championship. Well, in fact, more than that when we came into this race. Interested to see how all the different strategies unfolded. I think it's great to see such a clean, enjoyable race. Lots of nice moves being made.
Yeah, to do that at Monza, it only took us one extra try, but we got it in the end.
Yeah.
Very, very well done by all the drivers. Stenzel making it 2, Empowered Motorsports Aston Martins in the top 5. Well done to him, that's a great result from Stenzel. And Flying Disc showing form again, winning the sprint race. And a 6th place.
The stand-in for the Wonder Bread boys, and the only driver actually crossing the finish line, so very well done to Flying Disc. There's Rolly. With no fuel, he's nursing it over the line. He must have gone too hard towards the end there.
Yeah, so lost a couple positions, I think. He was in 5th, right?
Yeah.
Little Jacob, and it looks like their battling was a bit more risky than intended there.
Yeah, I think they may have cost themselves by having some even internal battle in their team. I don't know what their team manager's going to have to say to them about that.
Well, KG was the original captain. I don't know if he might have a few words there.
Yeah. Wouldn't want to be facing his wrath after that. But they're still top 10, respectable finishes. Great race from everyone.
It was pole position and the win for Alan.
Pole position and the win. There you go. And Alan takes the overall league championship. So he'll be popping the champagne.
Yeah. Be on the top step of the podium of the whole season. And there's some champagne down on the team. We got DJM's joining the commentary booth for post-race interview. Didn't seem like the 2-stop strategy panned out the way intended there. But he still made it home in a 3rd place. Made another podium. For a streak of podiums there.
Yeah, thank you so much. What's so interesting is I don't think it was a problem with the 2-stop. I think actually this car just uses too much fuel. Both the Ferrari and the Lamborghini have 7th gear, which we only have 6th. And unfortunately, no matter what we did, from a 1-stop fuel sip to a 2-stop all out, which is what I did, there was nothing we could do to get under 1 hour, 1 minute. So, the engineers over there at Lamborghini, kudos to them. really, really proud of Alan, Azazel, Dinosaur. Well-deserved Drivers' Championship, Alan. Well-deserved Team Championship if that's where it lands, Bahamut. Super proud to be a part of this, and boy, that was some tough driving between the sprint and the feature.
Congratulations, man.
It looked like you
Oh.
had some huge pace just coming out of the gate in the feature race. Both
I was feeling
times.
good.
Both
Feeling
times
good.
making a move into through the first chicane up to third and immediately on the back Allen.
Yeah, the problem really was just fuel consumption. I really think that's it. I don't think there's, even if I had shifted at 6,000 RPMs, it just would not have delivered a better race outcome. So it just is what it is. You know, sometimes some cars are fit for better tracks than others. I mapped this one out as much as I could, and there was nothing that would get it under 1 hour, 1 minute. So it is what it is. I'm pretty happy with the result. It was pretty much consistent with what I had planned for.
Still a podium.
Still a podium. I think I secured P2 in the Drivers' Championship, which I'm super proud of, and just honored to be racing with these guys. What a hell of a competition.
And we
That was
got
a great watch.
Denzel in the top 5 as well. Rogue making up a few stops with his, a few positions, sorry, with his one-stop strategy. Overall, a strong showing from Empowered Motorsports.
Yeah, super proud of the guys. The development we've gone through this year is tremendous. For those that aren't as familiar with the format, fastest gets paired with the, let's say, last driver in qualifying, paired with a middle driver. And so this team had a wide variety of skill, just like the rest. And I think we made tremendous strides as individuals and as a team as a whole. So super proud of everybody.
Oh yeah, I just saw the results page there. Rogue, top 10 for him.
Incredible.
Awesome
So
drive.
proud. Well, I'll let you guys get to the victors. To the victors go the spoils. Congrats, Alan. Congrats, Azazel. Congrats, Bahamut. So proud of you guys.
All right, great job, DJs, and for your team. Great drive all season.
Yeah,
Great
great
to watch.
race.
Thank you.
Thanks, D-Jams.
So we got Alan. I mean, I don't know what else to say. That was such a dominant victory. I think 37 seconds, the gap.
I wish I saw it from afar. I was sweating the entire time. Credit to Azazel and DJams, Silva just keeping me on my toes the entire time. The time might say one thing, but there's absolutely no way you can be sure until you cross the line. So,
Oh yeah.
it's fantastic racing those guys all season. They pushed me to, I don't know, Azazel and Dinosaur too, just a wonderful team. I really don't know what to say. I'm over the moon. I'm glad Azazel's here on the podium to share it. He's deserved it all season. I know he made the switch from controller to wheel, and now he's up here where he should have been the entire season. So it's I got my first pole, so I don't know. I pulled out everything on this one, so, and I'm really glad it paid off.
Very nice, yeah. DJs called it early on, Azazel kind of being the dark horse. Switching to controller to a wheel, figuring that out, really improving his consistency in lap times. So, yeah, the Team Bahamut has just been, I mean, from the start, right? The sprint race, just filling the podium 1, 2, 3, and it seems like you've kind of made the first round and the last round a bit of a bookends of just great results here.
Yeah, I mean, I know Dinosaur hasn't been an opportunity to been in this room, but I'm still glad he got his sprint in the wet. I really feel like we all had our chance to shine in some way or another. So I'm just over the moon for this team. We've become good friends along the way too. So yeah, there's gonna be a lot of soda drunk tonight, man. Baja Blast for the Bahamuts, and all the other teams too. It's just I really want to go off and list everyone and every team, but I don't want to hog the mic. Just fantastic season. I hope everyone that's watching really enjoyed it, and we'll see you in the next season as well.
Yeah, congratulations, Elaine. That was a great race. Dominant.
Thank you. Thank you, guys. Have a good night. And thank you to my partner, just real quick. I know she's watching, so just the obsession will end. So in time for the holiday season. Thank you so much for sticking with me. All right, guys. Have a good night.
You too, man.
All right, well,
Right.
believe that's it from us here. It's the that was the a very eventful sixth round, final round of the LRC, the league. We have another one planned in just a couple months. We'll keep you updated for that. And any other closing remarks you got there, Eds?
No, just great race. Really enjoyed that. Thanks for having me here commentating with you, Toasty. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah, it's always great to have a co-commentator in the booth to just have a conversation with as the race is going on. And thanks to Wonka for, first of all, putting together LRC and also being the race directors towards behind the scenes, managing the cameras for us, overlays on the Twitch stream and everything. And from
Yeah,
us,
thanks.
that'll be it for tonight. And we'll see you sometime soon for an FTGP in the future, or something of that sort. Good night, all.
Good night.